everybody. Hi, chat. So, I'm going to try to get my YouTube chat to show up eventually. But a couple of things today, chat. The storm's kind of over. I wanted to wait a little bit because the thunder was still being loud as fuck. Pop out chat. There we go. Okay, today I promise to the YouTube side of things, I will actually be reading your comments and not have you completely gone. uh, if I exit out, does it stay? I certainly hope so. We're finding out today. So today we're testing on Phantom Fear. Now I have been asking some people for other things to test on Springtrap, and the only other things we can really think of right now is testing maybe Hindered and see how that works on him with maybe like a knockout and Kaneki's new perk. Maybe. But realistically, I think we've gone through pretty much everything. We've made builds for like all of his add-ons, even the ones that aren't good. Even the ones that aren't good. We've tested most of the perk playstyles. Like, I can't really think of too much we haven't done. I mean, I'm open to suggestions, obviously, but like, we've done most everything. Which is sad, considering we played him for 20 hours. By the way, according to my stats, Springtrap is on my 5th most played killer. It's only been like 3 weeks. Hi, Theo. Hooray, new quests. Is there new Masquerade stuff today? Yes, there is. Complete 6 trials, hook 30 survivors. To hook a survivor 5. Okay, we can do those easy. Also, apparently it's been leaked. Behavior is adding base kit Unbreakable to Chaos Shuffle on the next go around. Now, anyone who knows me knows I'm cool with this. I'm glad they're testing it in Chaos Shuffle. And I think if there was a mode that it can work in the best, it's definitely Chaos Shuffle, right? I feel like that's the best opportunity they have to make it work. But I see a lot of people complaining about it. So, okay, so something I do want to test real quick, or try to look into before we get into the normal matches.
Please deposit 5 coins.
High under. How much stuff does hinder? It really is just knockout, right? It's just knockout and nothing but misery, realistically. So I feel like if you substitute knockout with... I'm trying to think of what you could combo with this. Let me see. What did Zen suggest? Let me double check. Good morning, hi Stricken. Let me check what Zet suggested. Stibiffle. Hmm. I don't know what to combo with this, chat. Hi, Marmy. The working man is alive. Yes, the working man is alive. It was a very shitty day at work. That's all I can say. Hmm. Hi, Astral. You guys are looking for a very good artist main. There's one right there in the chat for you. I blame the man. You always blame me. The whack, maybe? I think celebrate poster because then they'll get stunned after. Yeah, I think celebrate purple guys is the play there, and then I love this add-on combo. I don't know if anyone's noticed. It happens. You know, some days suck, some days don't. Some weeks suck, some weeks don't. I'm always out of air conditioning stuff, which is funny, and batteries. I've sold like I think we sold like 200 batteries in the past 4 days. I don't know what to combo with it. I guess Stibiffle. I guess save is the combo. And then I guess just some generic slowdown of some kind. Maybe Deadlock, just so gens don't fly immediately at the start of the match. There you go. Okay. That'll probably be testing later. For now, we're testing Phantom Fear. Because I've been meaning to test this for a while now. Basically, the premise here is once they hit your terror radius, they scream and you get 4 seconds of aura reading because of Lethal Pursuer. Thwack gives us aura reading whenever we kick a pallet and nowhere to hide whenever we kick a gen. Bonnie's lets us know where to go, and then Purple Guy drawing for even more aura reading, because why not? And then I'm going to try to get some posters real quick. Summer season means Taurus season. Woo! Summer season for the auto parts industry is just the time when everyone's like, oh yeah, I can fix this in my car now. I would love celebrate posters. That would be grand. Be my AC last week. Pretty much. Why can't people be like me and just not worry about their AC and just roll their windows down? I don't think I've had a car with working AC in like 5 years. No, fair enough. Mold the child. Paint reason. Exactly. Yeah, did you really raise your child well if they didn't, like, almost die at least a couple times? What's a childhood without heat stroke? Come on. No one take these out. Trying to stack Hindered is like trying to pull needles from a haystack and none of the needles go together. It's weird. I love that people complained about Hindered for a little bit on like Knockout, and it's like, what else are people combining it with really to make it that big of a deal? Clown, I guess. Only mild heat stroke here and there. Yeah, exactly. All I can hear is clowns laugh. That. God, that hurts to do. Holy shit. Like a smoker after a binge. There's no way Clown doesn't smoke cigarettes. He's probably like one of the few killers canonically who does. Trapper probably didn't have them. Wraith probably didn't have them. Billy didn't have them. Nurse didn't have them. Doctor probably didn't care. Lisa was like 12. Myers doesn't smoke. Bubba doesn't smoke. Huntress in the middle of nowhere. I don't know if Freddy smoked in the movies. I think he might have, actually. Amanda doesn't... Well, okay, I'm not going to get into Amanda. I'm not touching that one. Legion probably smoked. Sadako, or Spirit probably didn't. Plague didn't. Ghostface probably didn't. He's too OCD for that. Demogorgon's a monster. Oni didn't have cigarettes. Deathslinger's a maybe. No, he does have a cigar thing, so he probably did smoke. Pyramid Head is a manifestation of someone's sexual guilt. Doctor has a cigar in one of his skin. Yeah, that's a skin, though. Did he himself do it, though? I want to do games of Clown Trap running Clown Adept just to aura farm. That's a good idea. That's actually a good idea. They're not even bad perks for Springtrap, to be honest. Chlorophobia kind of sucks, but Bamboozle and Pop are actually really good on Springtrap. Pyramid Head definitely Timmy, what is your reasoning? I'm not even like shaming or like dismiss. Legitimate. What is your reasoning behind the fact that Pyramid Head definitely smoked? I don't know if Herman was a sane smoker during his sane days. I mean, maybe. Who knows? Who knows anymore? Use Chica's Bib and Foxy's Hook for the bottles. What did I just use? Foxy's Hook and Party Hat. Have an all-out bonanza. Oh, the thing is remote hooking, right? I didn't pin the thing. I think it's just remote hooking, which is fine. It's almost like I do that all the time. You never see him without his helmet on. He might be. You think he's just smoking under the helmet? You think that's what it is? I give up. I give up. First, I gotta hear a Five Nights at Freddy's theory on how the animatronics were made by Nazis, and now I gotta hear this shit. Ugh. Ow. Is the herb yellow or oh God. Well, okay, here's what I do. This match is going to be terrible. Why are there two doors right next to each other? Why is there no door on that part of the map? Hi. Oh, that was good. Okay. See where she goes. Works for me. I don't know where Bill is. I'm gonna pick you up. That's two. Didn't James smoke? He must have... Did James smoke? What a start to a match. Woo! I don't know. I don't have any of my Silent Hill experts here. Did James smoke? Can someone tell me? He must have tried at least one. Yeah, maybe. Do you have Dead Hard, Sable? Nice dodge. Use this.
You will submit.
You seem like the type, Laura. I don't know why people won't think I won't wait it out. Therefore, Pyramid Head smokes. Okay, you know what? I cannot fault your logic. I think he would have made that, actually. Is she still here? James Smoker Lungs is evil. Yes. James James Smoker Lungs. Also, I have Bonnie's guitar. I keep forgetting I have that. Okay. I guess maybe she thought if I would think she was cute doing that. Genuinely, I do think I actually am getting much better at fucking Springtrap.
You will see.
Let's see if anyone's near here. Anyone? No? Okay. Oh, that bottom gen? Okay. Oh, where'd you go? Come on, come look at me. Let's see where they go. I don't think I'm that good at him. What playing 20 hours does to a motherfucker. Nice. That went right through the... That's so funny. Have I tried Huntress? I haven't tried Huntress since Springtrap came out, no. But I was usually not that good on Huntress. I would still say I'm not that good at Huntress, honestly. Did he hop back on that one gen? No, he went over here. Why? Hey, Zarina, Bill didn't want to take aggro, so I will. I can throw it through that. There's no way I can throw it through that. Okay, maybe you can't. Could you fucking imagine if I timed that right? Nice flare. So close yet so far. You can't. FNAF reference. Listen, shut up. Remnant or some shit. I don't know. Oh, nice. Let me be bad, Bill. Sorry, Bill. How snowball a DB is, but sometimes has always been. Lethal is as it is because finding your first chase early is what allows you to snowball and actually win. Yeah, I personally like lethal just because it lets me start the match. That's usually the only reason I bring it as much as I do. Remnant, like the thing Dredge uses? Yes. Yes, like exactly like the thing Dredge uses. The Sable didn't bring any... Okay. All right, Dead by Day, you got some explaining to do. Why? Okay. Okay, sure. Sure. What a lobby. Did I? Oh, I got a hunt. Oh, no, I got some. Cool. I don't know, man. I don't really care about any of the other cosmetics. At this point, I'm just getting them to get them, to be fair. Sure. We'll get a thing for Trapper, because why not? What fucking cosmetics was I running on Trapper? What the fuck is this? Okay, we run the anniversary mask. We run the gold, and then we run. Where's the one I just? Okay, there we go. Yeah. Look at that Dapper Trapper. There we go. Yeah, I forgot the realization with Phantom Fear with Springtrap is that you're undetectable for like a decent part of the match. So it doesn't really matter. It's not really going to get activated that often now, is it? Then again, Bonnie's guitar kind of synergizes with it because you're undetectable less. Do you think there's a viable way to buff orbitals? So I've made a suggestion. I was talking with Yoshi and Zet about this. So here's my suggestion to how you buff orbitals without making them too oppressive or too easy. Make it so that the axe flies for a certain, or is in the air for a certain amount of time. I don't know what the exact timing would have to be, but make it so that the axe is in the air for a certain amount of time. It gets an AoE of like, I don't know, a meter or two. That can damage the survivors. If they get hit with the AoE, like the shockwave it doesn't embed the axe in them, but it does still damage them. That way, if you shoot the axe directly up in the air and like it's in the air for a little bit and then it drops, you don't have to be pinpoint accurate with it, and it encourages it a little bit more without making it too bad. Because if you just increase the axe's hitbox, that makes him better at zoning. It makes him better in everything else. Then I don't think he really needs that. The problem with making it bigger at certain ranges is I don't think we have anything like that in the game. I don't know if it's possible for them to do. And I also don't like the increasing the hitbox range because I don't know. I feel like if you're going for orbitals, the reward should just be the hit, not the axe, right? It should be something you do in niche situations, not something you go for all the time. Yeah, Nimbus, like I said, I think giving it like a shockwave, like a small shockwave if it's in the air for a certain amount of time. And then my suggestion for Freddy's hat is keep it exactly how it is now, but make it so the time required is cut in half. That way it can still do its purpose of being like the orbital add-on, but it feeds more into being the orbital add-on because you can do it at technically closer ranges. Also, 24 meters. Just give him a homing rocket launcher. Yeah, there you go. Just give Springtrap a homing rocket launcher. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? I don't know. As far as other changes for Springtrap, oh hi Zed. We were just talking about you. As far as other changes to Springtrap, like some things I want, because I really don't think the orbitals need to be buffed. But if they were to be buffed, that's how I would do it. But I don't think they need to be buffed. I think orbitals are cool, but I don't think they should be the main thing this killer is. Because he has so much more going on. And, you know, I'm doing the video going over why I think the axe is perfectly designed. And one of those things is the fact that he can go from 110 to 115, which isn't, you know, the biggest thing in the world, but it encourages you to just chuck the axe most of the time. You're not punished that much for missing. If anything, you're technically rewarded for missing. And I think that's a great design because because while people do complain about his zoning, and I do think his zoning does need to be adjusted a tiny bit, I do think there should be a slight bit more cooldown if you lower your axe. I think the encouragement should be, if you are going to zone with him, it's to line up for an axe hit, not to drop it to go for an M1. That's how I think the axe zoning should be. What if they add a camera lock so you can still look forward but can aim upwards? I think that would just be disorienting for a lot of people. I think a camera lock would just be disorienting. The only other change I think he like realistically needs, other than like maybe adjusting his zoning, maybe making the orbitals more consistent by giving them an AoE of some kind, is obviously I think body guitar strings needs to be nerfed in some way, shape, or form. I've seen like 7 different ideas. Behavior do one of them. I think Office Mode needs a buff. I think Ripped Curtain, I hope it's just bugged, but I think this one needs to be fixed. I think Loot Bag needs a secondary effect of some kind. I think Remnant shouldn't activate till you come out of the doors. Maybe make the effect last shorter because of that. I'm fine with that. Party Hat needs something else to it. I'm fine with it being the add-on that's like for the other effects, but I wish it had something else to it. I don't know. I think Chica's bib should work on hit or the bubble. I think it should work on either or. I think Indo CPU is fine. Security badge, I think, is fine. Streamers, if anything, I think streamers should be base kit. I also don't think it's like this super good add-on like everyone keeps saying it is. All the browns are fine. I think all the browns are perfectly okay. The only one I kind of think isn't okay, and I've heard a lot of people suggest this, I would maybe make half of... I would maybe take 10% of menu and make it base kit, and then nerf menu down to 10%. When a survivor is using them, even if you're not... Ooh, I don't know if that fits the idea, but I like that. My idea was making it blindness, but no, I like that. The only other change I want to Springtrap, and this is a massive rework to a degree, and it's way too early to know if we can or should do this. I want to give more reason for people to use the cameras. Thank you, Mr. William. And my idea for this, I've had a few people suggest ideas. My idea for making people want to use the cameras is make it so his terror radius gets smaller as the match progresses. But if you spot him with a camera, it goes back to its normal size. Is that the most, like, OP thing in the world you'd want to get rid of? Not necessarily, but it is something you would want to get rid of. Because that would mean he wouldn't have to go into a door to get undetectable, necessarily. It would get to a point where, in the middle of the match, he kind of... It means you would have to constantly be looking at him to stop him from getting to a point where he has no terror radius. And it wouldn't be such an OP thing. Like, it wouldn't be so overpowered that if you don't do it, he's just going to run through the entire team. My idea to this was similar to, like, Dredge's Nightfall, but in a way the survivors could counter. It has a bit of a timer to it. As it goes through, eventually they get to a point where they have to deal with it a little bit. But if they're proactive with the cams, they never have to deal with the thing. The side effect of this is I do think if they were to do something like that, his terror radius would have to go back up to maybe not 32, but maybe like 28 meters. Because 24 would maybe be too small for it, not worth it. I don't know. That's just my spitball idea on how to make survivors want to use the camera. What about like audio distractions? What do you mean about audio distractions? 1987 meter terror radius. There we go. Now we're thinking out the box. I just wish they would buff the embedded axe aura while it's on the grounds. Both those aspects are fun and kind of fun. Yeah, I do think the bubble. I do think the bubble could be a little bit bigger from the axe aura, because there are times you can go back through my VODs. You can check some of my well, not my clips, because I don't really clip these things. I did it last night on a Midwich map. I threw my axe. Because it was the office on Midwich with the breakable wall by the exit gate. So I threw my axe at the only other way out. And then I stood there and waited, because either they come towards me or they go to the axe and I see the killer instinct and I know where they are. I think that's a really interesting concept, or concept of his power that isn't really utilized very much. That's why I like the add-ons like Foxy's Hook and to a degree Chica's Bib. I like these add-ons because they in Indo CPUs the same way. These add-ons add a different layer to the power and make you think about how you're going to use it, right? I know some people think they're brainless and they reward you for missing, and to a degree they do. But to me, what it is like if I'm running Foxy's Hook, when I'm in a chase with somebody, I'm thinking, do I go for the axe hit? Is that something I can or should do at this loop? Or do I chuck the axe at my feet, or maybe a little farther ahead of me to get the speed boost? And I think that adds a different dynamic to his power, and I like that. It adds options, and there's more on-the-fly thinking. Again, do people use it that way? Not really, but I still like the idea. It's the same thing. It's the same reason I love Fazcoin. It's the similar thing. Do I throw my axe here to get the undetectable? Do I throw my axe over there to make my terror radius spawn over there? Do I run it with access panels so I can throw my axe onto the other side of the map? Do I leave my axe there so my terror radius is constantly in that area, maybe tripping survivors up? Do I pull it back so I can get the undetectable? Okay, I'm undetectable from the door is about to end. Do I throw my axe to get the undetectable again for 10 seconds to make it to another door? Or am I fine being detected for a couple seconds? Like, that's why I like Fazcoin. That's why I like Foxy's Hook. It's why I like Indo CPU. I think these add-ons add a different dimension to his power and more decision-making. Welcome to my TED Talk. For those new to the stream, welcome to the Fake Bennett stream, where we rant about stuff in between matches for like 5 minutes. Somehow for survivors to go on cams and tricks Springtrap to go check on a dead gen like baseline red herring. That could be interesting. I could definitely see something like that. My problem with something like that is that sounds annoying. That's really my only problem. It sounds annoying as fuck. That's why every time I try to rework red herring, I make sure it has a long cooldown, because if it doesn't... Ugh. My other idea has been maybe making it so if Springtrap is detected by a camera, he can't use the doors for a little bit. I think that's a much simpler one they could add. That way you're using the camera to get rid of his map mobility. But the problem with that one, I've heard every time I suggest it, is that people wouldn't like it because, again, it would be kind of annoying to lose part of your power. My counter argument to that is throw your axe at the door. Then go in it. That would be my counter to it. But he can't grab them. I mean that's such a seldom thing anyways. I don't think it's because if they're in the camera, they can't be grabbed. They're not in the door yet. That's the other thing with getting the office grabs. I don't know how to encourage survivors to go into the doors. I legitimately don't. I don't know if there's really any way to do it. I honestly, from my testing and from talking to other Springtrap players, the one thing I have noticed is that if you bring a totem build with Springtrap, survivors do use the doors a lot more often. I have noticed that. So you just have to give them an objective that they don't want to go all the way across the map to get. Maybe he just knocks on the door like Foxy. That. Hear me out. He gets detected by the door. I'm sorry, he gets detected by the camera. He can't use his doors for, like, let's say 10 seconds. He goes up to the door and he just punches it like Foxy. You know, all the doors around the map make the noise like he's punching it. Dwight! Dwight, don't leave me a check, Dwight! I don't know. I feel like I know a bunch of people said this with Springtrap's design. It feels like they played it really safe with him. I don't fully agree. I do think that the camera and the door system they did play a little safe. Again, I want some benefit for the survivors, not just the aura reading, for using the cameras. Because the other problem with the aura reading is that, okay, you see Springtrap's aura, everyone does. How does that really help you if he has his axe? He can just use his axe at most loops. Knowing where he is doesn't really help you most of the time. It can, but not a lot of the time. I think that would be a bit too much, noob. The thing is, the way to encourage people to, or get people to actually use the cameras is it either has to buff the survivors using the cameras in some way, tangibly, or it has to nerf Springtrap somehow when he's detected. And I think it's a similar situation to, like, Xenomorph flame turrets, right? In a different way, though. I think the problem is, like... that is the clown trap skin you spot with your eye. I think it's similar to Xenomorph flame turrets in the sense where... remember the change they did to Xenomorph a little bit ago? Oh, no. I don't think it should be something like that. I don't think it should, like, apply hinder. No, that would be annoying. The problem with it is that so the Xenomorph changes, let me talk about this. So the Xenomorph changes they did a little bit ago. I went on record and I said, while I don't like the changes they did, and I think most people agree with that, there were a lot of people, including myself, who understood what they were trying to do with the changes. The biggest thing they were trying to do with those changes was make it so that as a solo player, you felt like your turrets were the turrets were actually doing something. Now, that's the problem with that is that the turrets are actually doing something. They're slowing down Xenomorph. But the fact that Xeno can just break the turrets just feels kind of bad. Like, if they just constantly keep predicting where the turrets are and hitting them and then they never get knocked out of power. It makes putting the turrets down feel almost kind of pointless most of the time. So their idea with what the change they did was they were trying to make it so the turrets felt more impactful as an individual. Like, okay, if I run him through enough turrets, he will be put out of the power. That's kind of what they were going for. It was more of a feeling thing. Again, they did it in the worst way they could have, but the idea was there. And I think it's a similar thing with Springtrap, because the camera isn't being used by you in chase, it's being used by your teammate. So not only are you relying on your teammate to want to do it, they then have to do it, go out of their way selflessly to do it. And then what is the benefit of doing it? Oh, they see his aura for 10 seconds. Okay, what if they go down in 2 seconds anyways? Now it feels like doing that just wasted your time and didn't do anything. That's the biggest issue with it. And that's why almost no one's ever going to use the turret, the cameras. Like, I even think in, like comp teams, they're not really going to use the cameras that much. My chat's so dead, even ghosts are leaving. Yo, I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost. I'm not leaving. I hate this place. Likely a ban evader. Thank you, Twitch, for letting me know that. I love Twitch. That could be a way to do it. I think the problem with increasing the time, though, is I think you would have to compensate it a bit by making the batteries not last as long. Oh, dear God. Oh. He'll make them all suffer, chat. Every single one of them. Oh, is there no paladin? Oh, nice finesse. Should go left or right. I love Gideon's chat. The battery system, so every time the survivors use a door, or use the camera or the door, it drains some of the battery. And when they do that, if it, like, loses full power, they can't use the door anymore. What? All right, they lose scratch marks. Oh, oh, God. Really? Really? Do I just have, like, the perfect build to counter what they're doing? Okay. Just walk all the way around real quick. Also, the Nia has, or the Yui has dead hard. The brightly colored Yui has dead hard. I don't know, math is hard. 10 divided by 7 or something seconds. Thank you. Thank you for... What do I look like, some kind of mathematician? Where's your friends, man? I thought you guys were lining up for these saves. What happened to that? I saw her. See how far she runs away. Does she go left? She goes up. Nice dodge. Oh, nice. Let's see if I can find the rest real quick. That's who I need, is them down there.
Exquisite.
I didn't have black. Ah, forgetting is we're not doing too bad, all things considered. Get another stack of black. Kick this, get nowhere to hide real quick. Let's see. Works for me. Put you on that door.
Here.
We're down to 2 gens. I've got one of them on Death Hook. I got a pretty decent 3-gen right here, actually. Perfect. Good. Yeah, the Laura's right there. See where she runs. It's fucking terrible. This map is just god awful for him. Only reason we're winning this is just because they were playing for flashlight saves. Yeah, that's the only reason we're winning this. Springtrap security door being in the freezer from Saw is kind of funny. Like you're in range of every camera. Oh, that's... I didn't even think about that. Man, Phantom Fear came in clutch. So did Thwack, holy.
I'm so sorry.
Yui, he's sorry. He said it. He said he's so sorry. In a slightly British accent. Windows, Vigil, Sprint Burst. Any means, Dramaturgy, Windows Hope. Resilience, Dead Hard, Windows, Finesse. No, it's just a normal Flashlight Squad. No background player or nothing? Wow. They were really trying to get those saves, man. I always feel kind of bad when that happens. Hook 30 survivors. Jesus. I'm so sorry. What did you just make me say? Hit 77 basic attacks. This build isn't doing, like, terrible. Brit Trap. I want to hear Scott Cawthon's reasoning for making Springtrap British. Or William Afton British. It was such a weird decision. It's like, yeah, he lives in Utah, but he's British for some reason. Was it literally just because, oh, villain need to make British? If that's the reason, I'm cool with it. I'm just saying. Oh, so can we finish Bubba right now? Oh shit, I can finish Bubba. Hey! Bubba's done. How many cakes did I get on Bubba? 158. Could have been better. Could have been better. Who's next for P9? Huntress. Huntress is next. William is a very British name. Sure. Sure. You know what? I can't argue that. Because Jack the Ripper is something something. Have I P9'd Oni? No. Oni's P4 somehow. I don't know how he's P4, but yeah. No, we're down the list. We're up to Bubba, Freddy's P9, Clown's P9s, Legion, Deathslinger, but I do have to... I think I need to level Deathslinger up a bit more. Yeah, we're not out... Yeah, I'm out of chains, so I need to level up Deathslinger more. Artist, who I also need to level up more, because I'm out of tongues. Dredge. Again, I don't know why I have Dredge P10. My stat website still says I had 30 hours on Dredge. I do not remember these 30 hours happening. I legitimately do not remember being at one point a Dredge main. I just don't. I don't know when this happened. Knights P9s. Yeah, Knight's fine. We got plenty of add-ons on Knight. Larry's close, but I think I need to... Yeah, I definitely need more shards. And obviously more plant fibers. Chucky's fine, and then Kaneki. That was you. What was you? Dredge? I legitimately, I do not remember playing 30 hours of this character. And meanwhile, I only have 100 hours on Chucky, apparently. Did a laugh. I can't get over the French laugh. It's too good. You did it just now. Well, the other weird thing about Chucky is, like, it says I only have 100 hours on Chucky. We have, like, almost 25 hours on Springtrap, and it's been, like, 3 weeks. So, like... He laughs like a Clash of Clans character. Okay. Alright, calm down, everybody. Calm the fuck down. I need more posters. And more coins to deposit.
Please deposit 5 coins.
Never. You're not taking my coins. Yeah, it has been nice to not be using poster the whole time, though. It makes me like it better. I don't know, chat. Phantom Fear's kind of come in clutch a couple times. I won't lie. It really is kind of just a perk you can just kind of throw on. Again, it's like Ultimate Weapon, but like healthier, I feel. There's counterplay with the survivors. They just have to not look at you. That's the counterplay. Oh, hang on. Do I have enough shards to buy something? I want to see. Not even fucking close. Never mind. Oh, weekly charm. No! No! Oh, I have to actually check something while I'm waiting in queue. Hang on. The Mimic. The Mimic. Part of this space. Rainbow 25. The code is expired! No! I missed it! It's no longer Pride Month. No. I forgot. I forgot, chat. Hang on. Dead by Pride might work, actually. No! Fuck. It's been like 2 days, man. Really? $6 for a Gatorade and $7 for a fucking smartwatch. Exactly. Yeah. Welcome to 2025. Imagine not getting the code couldn't be me. I kept, like, forgetting to put it in. I knew it was there. I just kept forgetting. Hi, Red. Welcome to Vegas, baby. Actually, when I went to Madison Square Garden, I went to Madison Square Garden for League of Legends 2016 Worlds. I went to Madison Square Garden for that. I remember waiting in line to get a drink, and I ordered the screwdriver. Now, for those who don't drink alcohol, a screwdriver is a very simple drink. It is orange juice and vodka. That is it. It's just orange juice and a shot of vodka, and you stir it, and you drink it, and you're good. Now, mind you, this was back in 2016, so almost 10 years ago. When I looked at this man and he told me that it was going to cost me $14, I thought he was lying to me. But I was like, okay, it's New York. We're at a very fancy place. Sure, why not? 14 bucks. So I had the bright idea to ask him, how much would a double be? Now, anyone who also, for people who don't drink, when you order a double, basically they just make you the same drink, but bigger. But they usually they discount it because that's the trade-off. They make you a bigger drink, you drink it all at once, they give you like a couple dollars off. No, not apparently Madison Square Garden. It was just double the price. It was so stupid. I lost my fucking mind there. Would Face the Darkness be good with PF since it does not interact, or does like the opposite? Maybe. I wouldn't say necessarily good, but I could see the synergy. Yeah, for sure. The only problem would be keeping that person injured. And with the way the meta is now, it's not very easy to do. $28 for a... Yeah, 28. $28 for a double. Yeah. Use Office. Fuck, you're right. You're so right. Hey, the good guy. Well, I would call William a good guy. I'm gonna scare him. You motherfucking piece of shit swamp. I hate you. Swamp, I hate you. I hate this map. I don't even know where she went. I'm leaving. Did they run into the map? Good guy out to be like, I won't come back. I won't come back. Can we all, like, collectively agree Swamp is just a terrible map? I think we all do, but Jesus, man. At least I get my 115 hit, I suppose. Is that the same? Nope. I was kind of hoping it was same elevation. Tyler, thank you for the... Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the cult. I thought it into existence.
Wait there.
Nice dodge, mate.
Hello? Hello?
Are you fucking shitting me?
Hello, motherfucker.
Just gotta wait it out. Oh, oh that was good. Nice. I can't even do an orbital because of the fucking thing. Thank you, Phantom Fear. How they have not got a gen done in this time is beyond me.
You belong here.
I thought I dodged it. Someone's coming for the save, right? Hello. Are you shitting me? No! No one else is here. They're not healing? Really?
You will see.
So close. Yeah, you should probably reset. I think now would be the time. Yeah, they're resetting now. Wait. Thank you, Phantom Pier. Nice, Dead Hard, man, dude. These guys are predicting everything.
You will submit.
No Phantom Fear. Hooray.
Tu vas le sentir demain matin.
Oh, she used Shoulder the Burden? I didn't even notice. Oh, Phantom Fear went off, by the way. Hang on a second, Sable.
Up you go.
Boop. Yeah, they're on that one over there where Nick was a second ago. I'm gonna do this just to get the undetectable to come over to the gen. Boop. This allows axe grabs. I'm writing it down. All right, Nick, where'd you go? Hi, Nick. What?
I can taste the fear.
Father, it's not Michael. I couldn't find him. Also, hi, Tyler. Sorry about that. Sorry, Chad. Sometimes you get fucking zoned into the game. Especially against that fucking Siri. Oh no, it was a Siptic. It was a Siptic. It was not. It wasn't Dead Hard. No, it was Dead Hard. Yeah, it was. Okay. The Sable. Why didn't she use it? Weird. GG's too. Chad, I'm so sorry. I hate it when I do that. When like I get so into the game, I just kind of zone out and stop reading chat. Let me see if I missed anything important. But the map is super outdated. I don't know. I still don't understand why Swamp isn't a 2v8. If I'm actually like... If I'm honest. Yes, Chad, I hate you. Clip it, chat. Clip it. Let everyone know that I actually hate my chat. All my viewers, all the support I get, I hate all of it. Also, I saw someone make a tier list for Springtrap, and they put access panel in D tier, and I just don't understand how you can do that. We now know what the real Bennett is like. Yep, 100%. That's me. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm actually an asshole most of the time. I'm really good at hiding it. That's what it is, chat. That's all it is. If I wasn't specifically going for Celebrate posters, I would just use the auto spin, by the way. No! I fucking hate Detroit. But the value it brings in live is super good. I think the reason people are rating it so low is because Bonnie's just does its job better. I think is why people are rating it so low. I think it's a dumb reason to rate the add-on that low. But, I mean, I guess it's a reason. I feel like it's also a bit RNG dependent to a degree, but I think the value that access panel can give you is just really consistent. Plus, you never have to go into a door. You never have to stop. You can do it while you're chasing somebody. As if we haven't been saying. Once they nerf Bonnies, people are going to be saying that about a bunch of add-ons. I think people are going to be saying that about... I think people are going to start saying Fastcoin is actually good. Give it a couple months. I think people are finally going to come around to Celebrate Poster. I'm convinced the reason people think Celebrate Poster is bad is just because it went from 20 to 12. I am convinced that is why people say it's bad. No matter what this add-on does, no matter if you throw an axe at somebody and they stun you 4 times, it doesn't matter. The chase is going 12% faster. The macro pressure that this gives you is just, it's so good. You need to be in an office access. You just get the info. Yeah. The problem with access is that, well, if the door is not next to the gen or something, then you're not getting info. But most of the doors spawn next to gens anyways. I don't think it's too RNG reliant. It is, but like I think it consistently gets info. And again, you can just hold the axe up while you're in chase and get the info. Leave it in the back of your mind. Know where they are. It's so odd to me that people are saying it's like access panel is just bad. He's the night guard. So what do you think of the idea of Springtrap being buffed by just being 115? I don't like that idea, and the reason I don't like that idea is because it gets rid of the reason, or part of the reason I think the axe is so well designed. I like him being 110 until he throws the axe, because it encourages you to actually throw the axe. I don't think he needs to be 115 all the time. You got the doors to go around the map. Your axe is good at most, not all, but most loops. Fuck you, Swamp. What do you mean I can't orbital at this fucking loop? Fuck you, Swamp. I'll have you know I used access panel once and didn't get any value, except the times where I did get value, but those don't count. You know what? I can't argue with facts and logic. I can't. I don't know. That's the thing. That's why I don't think he needs to be 115 at all times. Okay, I'm still writing, not writing, but I'm making the bullet points for the video and like why the axe is like perfectly designed, and it's part of my point to why it is. Again, it's just like, since you're 110, if they tone the zoning down a little bit, I can see it be better, but what I would rather them do, rather than make him slower while holding the axe up, I would just rather them make it so when he puts it back down, he's slower for a little bit longer. That's what I would probably do to it. Because ideally that would mean that people would zone with it, but then they would still throw the axe, you know? Because I also think zoning is a necessary evil in a character like Springtrap, unfortunately. Especially with his range being as short as it is. It's not super short, obviously. It's like 14 to 16 meters. But with his range being relatively short for a range killer, I think his zoning being what it is to a degree a necessary evil. It's the same thing I say about Deathslinger. It's just kind of a necessary evil. Especially with how easy the axe can be at times to dodge. Springtrap, I feel, has this I talk about this a lot with Chucky as well. There's like a threat range of like the middle of the range where the axe is pretty hard to dodge. But at the longer ranges and up close, I think it's much easier to dodge. So that's why I don't think it's that big of a deal with the zoning. Again, I do think he should be punished for putting the axe back down a little bit more. But I think the zoning on its own is fine. That's just my 2 cents on it. Like, again, it's not like a perfect thing. Why didn't you scream? Lies away, that's fine. Are you fucking kidding me? How long was that chase? Brother, that was like a 20-second gen. Holy shit. Oh my god.
You will see.
It was fucking Fazbear Entertainment, was it? Don't worry about it. Just kick this, see if anyone's nearby. And that's how you get all your pressure back. Holy crap.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna go back to 4. She's gonna light the way again. Curious what she does. No, she just held W. Someone did have a flashlight. You be wary of that. Works for me.
Farewell.
See if I can get my Bonnie's value real quick. They're actually on no gens right now. So it really was just those two? Hello, hello! Well, chances are, if you're hearing this, you need credit card information. Not today. They're working on this one, really. Up you go. Is that everyone on Death Hook, or... Okay, now that's everyone on Death Hook. They're not getting off that gin yet, are they? It didn't work the first time. Why did you think it would work that time? Oh. I mean, you know, like, that first gen popping didn't really mean much. I overreacted to that a bit. This is what I'm saying. This is what, like, some people were saying, though, is, like, honestly, the gen, like, the first gen going like it didn't really matter, did it? I think are they back on this? Hold up. Every time. Just gotta wait for him to panic, chat. There, check. There goes our life. Could you fucking imagine? Chucky's just, or Springtrap's just like Chucky in that sense. He's could you imagine the killer? Okay. Let me check something real quick. No? Okay. Head over here. Oh, look at. Oh, she just left? GG's. I hate this game. Okay, that is Siptic too. Hyper-focused steakhouse. Yeah, that's probably why the first gen went as fast as it did with Prove Thyself. Yeah, all three of them were probably on it. Holy crap. Oh. Laura had Dead Hard. It didn't work at all. Man, that's fucking funny. Phantom Fear hasn't been terrible, and I think I've been getting more use out of Thwack than Phantom. It has been good just to, like, know if someone's nearby, though, in general, if, like, I'm just walking around. The one problem, again, with Springtrap, though, is that you're undetectable, so it doesn't go off all the time. We here at Fazbear Entertainment would like to, We here at Fazbear Entertainment would like to assure all of our customers that we are not stealing their credit card or phone information. Thank you for understanding. Wouldn't Whispers be better in most cases? To a degree. The thing with Whispers is that it's not pinpoints. Whispers is good for knowing someone's in the area, but, like, you don't know exactly where. It's not to say Whispers is bad at all. Whispers is amazing, but, you know. Is my light about to go out? I think my lights are going out, chat. What the fuck? If it wasn't Fazbear Entertainment, it must have been MCM. Yeah, exactly. Blame Edwin. Edwin is the reason for everything. Edwin made Freddy. I said it. Damn, we got 2 more weeks of this? I didn't even realize that the anniversary was going on for that long. We've only played 4 games. It's been like 2 hours and we played 4 matches. I know I went on a rant for a little bit, but I didn't think it was that long. I'll mimic Mike Tyson on his. So yeah, I mean, I know it was only 4 matches, but like Phantom Fear, like, again, it's a nice perk. Like, it really is. Like, I don't have a problem with this perk at all. I think it does the job it's supposed to, right? I do think you have to combo it with lethal, though. I think it's almost required to do. But it's not bad. I mean, a lot of builds have lethal in it, so why not? Okay. I guess we'll try the hindered build. Chad, I am curious though. Is there anything else like okay? So we're doing the hindered build next, but is there anything else, man? I'm thinking. I'm looking. We've tried like everything. Like Blighting Kaneki, I think it'd be better than Whispers, but on someone like Springtrap or Xeno, Whispers is better. Yeah, it really just depends on what you're using it for. I would, if I were to run it, it would literally just be so I can just find people. Plus, if you're a weirdo like me and do fucking spring spots all the time, I can't believe I got like 4 in that one match. That's funny. I also, ironically, I really do think Tinkerer is actually pretty okay on Springtrap. We were running it last night on the Help Wanted build, but I think in general it's actually pretty okay. It catches people off guard a lot. No one's expecting you to walk over to the gen undetectable. That's why I think it's better, like, when you're going through the doors, to not go to the door right at the gen, but the one next to it. And then use that 20 seconds of undetectable to walk through the gen. But no, genuinely, I think we've done, like, everything, man. We're going to try the Hindered, see what happens. I'm also curious how the Hindered's going to work, Knockout's going to work with Celebrate Poster. Because technically speaking, the faster they are, the more that 5% should actually impact them. Because of how math works. Not like actually... Okay, let me rephrase that. So it will always lower it by 5%. So if they're going 112%, Knockout will lower them down to 2... So that's 110 minus 3. 107%. For 5 seconds. But you're still going you're still going that extra 12%. They aren't. And plus, like I said, so the higher the number, the more the percentage matters. Well, no, because it's a direct 5%. Actually, no. The lower the number, the better the percentage. But the differential would make it better because you're still getting the 12% haste and they aren't. So you're lowering the haste amount they get if they drop a pallet. Yeah, we'll give it a try. I'm gonna swap Deadlock for lethal. Springtrap being fast is clearly a reference to Midnight Motorist. Hang on. What? That is not what I looked up. Fucking YouTube music. There we go. No. All right, chat. Let me know if that's too loud once it actually starts. The Flaps version? Oh, 5 laps at Freddy's. Oh, I was so confused. Hand me the aux cable, man. Why did I pick Kirby's Air Ride for my Springtrap montage? Oh, did I get kicked? Oh. Well, I guess we're restarting the game. Hang on. Don't tell me the servers are crashing again. I thought I missed it. It said error like in FNAF 3. Oh my god. The game is already running Steam. Apparently it's already... Oh, I hate this fucking... I hate it here. You're currently logged in on... Yes. I don't know how, but I somehow blame Midnight Motorist for this. Also, how's that? We're testing the hindered build if we can get into the game. I did some quick math in my head. So, in theory, if I hit the Survivor with Celebrate poster and they drop a pallet and keep running, they'll be moving at 107% for 5 seconds, and I'll still be moving at 115 plus 12. So, 127%, in theory. See, it's fine, Joe. We're fine. We're back in. Yes, in theory, I know what you're gonna say. You're not gonna get me to say it. You're not gonna get me to say it. A game theory, perchance? No, a Bennett theory. A Bennett theory, not a game theory. I hate this fucking place. I mean, honestly, is Nothing But Misery even worth it for this? I feel like another haste perk would be better. It's never worth it. That's also true. Hear me out. I mean, Unbound's already good. Why not? Stabipple's mostly just here for general use, honestly. Is that why you're here? I know we talked a little bit about it last night. Is there anything else to test? I feel like I've done everything. I've tested every add-on. I've tested most of perk combos. After testing, like, Knockout on him, I don't know what else there is. I've tested Hubris. I've tested all the add-ons. I've tested Blood Favor. I've tested... we fucking stress-tested Save. Shattered Hope. I said test. I want to test how good it is on him, not how much my sanity can take not having a perk. We tested Help Wanted, Phantom Fear, Lethal Full Aura Reading. We tested Office Phone. We tested Anti-Heal. We tested Full Haste. We tested Foxy's Hook. We tested Freddy's Hat. We tested Full Undetectable. Insidious Hangman's Trick. Office Phone is a joke. Yes, yes it is. Just make it linger. There you go. Also, hear me out for a change for Ripped Curtain, by the way. Hear me out for a change on Ripped Curtain. What if it just applied the Hemorrhage and Mangled when they remove the axe? And make it like 80 seconds. Well, even then it's not even good at telling you they're hovering if they're not injured. Yeah, just make it so if they pull the axe out, they get mangled and hemorrhage for 80 seconds. Boom. What if they get deep wound? When... No, let's not add more shit to make him better at tunneling. Actually, no, that would make him worse at tunneling. Because it would reset the deep wound timer. Wouldn't it? Am I thinking of how that mechanic works wrong? It's fucking deep wound, who cares? Ripped Curtain sounds like a blindness add-on. Yeah, there is a reason he doesn't have any blindness add-ons. And it's because blindness stops the camera reveal. I was in the past. Hot damn, we got some flashlighters? It is a special type of aura reading, but similar to xenomorph turrets, for some reason blindness stops it. I don't think it should, personally, but whatever. That could be interesting, Noob. I like that idea. I don't know how useful it would be until survivors start actually using cameras, but I like that idea. I still think he should have a Franklin's add-on. And I think it should be Loot Bag. I think Loot Bag should do what it does now and make them drop items if they get hit with the axe. It's funny, for a while there, they were giving like every killer like a Franklin's add-on, and then they just kind of stopped. It was weird. Bubba has one, Twins has one, Legion has one. I don't know, I think there's some effects that just like every killer should have on an add-on. I think every killer needs a Hemorrhage Mangled add-on. I think every killer should have Franklin's add-on. And I think every killer should have a an Oblivious add-on of some kind. I think all of those effects are fine to give an add-on for the power. I don't know how you do it on certain ones. Like, I don't know how you do it on Clown. We got fucking Swamp again. Plague with a Hemorrhage add-on. Let's fucking go. Hi. We zooming, Sable. I should have hit her. I'm an idiot. We zooming. Oh no, she was my obsession. Didn't matter. Champion of Light? It's for me.
Exquisite.
There's a hook right there. Let's go. They still got a gen done? I legitimately don't know how, but okay. Every killer has a sloppy add-on too. Yeah, every killer needs a sloppy add-on. Why not? Ain't been close, baby. Chad, I'm using this fucking add-on amazingly, aren't I?
You will see.
If you have Foxy's Hook, you should get stunned when blinded for lore accuracy. There you go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bitch can't even swim. Nice dodge. Oh boy, there I go killing again.
Goodbye.
You decisive? No. Here I go killing again. Sable, what are you doing over there, and why did I get your aura? Maybe? Well, that was a match of Dead by Daylight. I thought that was going to go much differently.
No one will save you.
Was it the Neo? Oof. How will I ever recover, chat? She lost to an M1 Springtrap, by the way. Let's see. Let's see. Now I'm curious. I don't usually do this unless they leave a comment. Nothing? Okay. My personality is disgusting, by the way. Fucking asshole. Not only did I play a character, I didn't even use half my fucking power. I had instant access to Biffle by the end of that. I don't know, maybe spread out. I didn't even use Noah. Wasn't that the same Neo who was, like, trying to champion of light me, like, right in my face? Which is fine, I do that shit too, but, like, what the fuck, man? God, I love people. As a fellow champion of light user, she is not worthy. I don't know what to tell her, man. First gen, like, flew by. I thought they had me. It was Swamp, man. Yeah, we all know how much I love Champion of Light. I need to remake this video. I need to remake this video, like, again, and I don't know how much... Oh, wrong one. Such a dumb video. Did I do this for April Fools? Hang on. Yes, I did. So fucking stupid. It's Beamer time. You're watching the best Champion of Light user in the game. I am the Champion of Light. Ignore that I would have gotten hit there the more. How many pages have I written? So stupid. This poor Oni, man. I lost connection again. This Deathslinger missed 4 times, by the way. Ignore that he just M1'd me. Ignore that. Fucking love this perk, man. Yeah, you can have the link. I'll send the link. Hang on. Hang on, we'll finish it off. Also, this Chucky, I felt so bad for. There's a link for the video. I'm sorry, this Tiffany. Gotta be one of my favorite videos I've ever made. So... Man, good times. Is the game still not working? Connection terminated. Oh yeah, you're right. It's definitely a FNAF reference. It is Midnight Motorist. Well, chat, if the game doesn't want me to play, I guess we'll call it a night there. But it was fun. I don't know, Phantom Fear did better than I thought it would. Honestly. I think tomorrow we'll try the Hinder build a little bit more often. Is Pally still alive? Oh, A-Man's live. Okay, we're at A-Man. So so for those who were here yesterday, do y'all remember the this Steve the Dead-Hearted after chem trapping on RPD that failed the Dead Hard? Yeah, that's this dude. That's who we're rating. Chill guy, super chill. He was super fun yesterday. I hung out in his chat for a little bit after stream. Really chill guy. Go show the homie some love as always. For those on the YouTube side of things, I'll get you guys the link. If you want to head over there, you can. You don't have to. There's a link for the YouTube side of things. But we're gonna go ahead and give them a raid. As always, support the homies.
Oh my god, they banned